When I think about the food justice movement in New York City, our next honoree immediately comes to mind. Michael Hurwitz is director of Greenmarket at GrowNYC, which has been in the forefront of creating green market infrastructure in New York City, particularly in underserved communities where food deserts can be found. Michael oversees 51 producer-only farmers markets throughout New York City. Greenmarket now works with over 250 regional food producers to produce 30,000 acres of regional farmland. Under Michael's leadership, Greenmarket operates the nation's largest farmers market-based food access initiatives under its largest Healthy Exchange program. Prior to joining GrowNYC, Michael co-founded Added Value in Urban Solutions, a nonprofit organization in Red Hook, Brooklyn, that trains young adults to be leaders of change in their communities by operating socially responsible market farming micro-enterprise. In addition to all that Michael does to advance food justice in New York City, he loves competing in triathlons while imagining all the ribs he'll eat upon crossing the finish line. I love it. Michael has infused his passion for social justice and access throughout all of his work at GrowNYC, and we are grateful for his leadership. The following video, filmed right here at the Union Square Greenmarket, provides some insights about Michael and his important work.
In New York State, we lose one farm every 3 days to the forces of development, and we really are here to ensure that those farmers can have viable businesses by selling directly to New York City consumers. And the other part of our mission is just that, is to make sure that all New Yorkers have equitable access to the healthiest, freshest, regionally produced foods. Basically, the people who are producing our food, whether it's the farmers themselves, it's the farm workers, they are the most undervalued profession that exists. And much of that is actually premised upon race. What we're trying to do is change that dynamic and change that equation and really begin with a premise that those who are producing the food, from the individuals to the land, those are the most valuable resources in our food system.
Please welcome McSilver honoree Michael Hurwitz.
Good evening. You know, the cliche is you never want to follow anybody. And I just said that to Erica, but my Lord, is that a powerful force that I am following. Thank you, Dr. Lindsay, and thank you, the McSilver Institute. I'm beyond humbled to join my fellow vanguards here this evening. You know, I came to food not as a lover of kale and heirloom tomatoes, but was a social worker who discovered the transformative power of agriculture, working alongside a group of incredible young adults in Red Hook, Brooklyn in 2000. And it was there that I learned that who grows our food, how it's grown, and who has access to it are three of the most important questions that will define our society over the next 50 years. And it was there that I began to craft my response to those questions. Since then, I've committed myself to building a more equitable food system that functions for the benefit of the people who grow our food, recognizing that they are more than interchangeable parts along a supply chain, and working on behalf of the communities that support these farmers. It's simply unconscionable that in 2018, we lose a farm every 3 days in New York State to development, and that neighborhoods that lack access to healthy foods have disproportionate rates of diet-related illness. At GrowNYC, we are changing that dynamic. Our food system globally and locally is broken. It's based on an extractive model that does not value the people who are involved in that system. But your food dollars are powerful, right? The ones that you spend at our market keep 250 farmers and 40,000 acres in production. Our 51 markets located throughout the diversity of this city transform open spaces into vibrant centers of community activity, where neighbors from all backgrounds catch up on the week, share recipes with strangers, and you can drop off your food scraps and your textile collections, and where over 6,000 youth every year learn that food comes from farms and not from grocery stores. We operate the most robust farmers market food access program in the country, and for the past 18 years have been helping farmers that were born in other countries adapt their skills to the Northeast and build successful farm businesses right here. Our 13 youth-run farm stands provide meaningful employment opportunities for local youth and truly flip the script on the phrase kids these days, right? Because many of these young men and women are the sole source of fresh fruits and vegetables in their communities and are nutrition educators and leaders. Our Fresh Food Box program, which is a cooperative community model, was born out of a partnership with the ever-fierce Rose Pierre Louis and our veggie van. And it provides the most affordable food purchase option in New York City with a quality that's unparalleled. And because we break down pallets and not individual cases, the same food that gets delivered to Gramercy Tavern also stocks the shelves in Brownsville, feeds seniors at the Lenox Hill Senior Center, and is delivered to Head Start programs throughout the city. Currently, we are building the New York State Greenmarket Regional Food Hub in Hunts Point. This hub is a model of social enterprise that is being built simply to answer the 3 questions that I learned about in Red Hook: to increase farmer viability, to promote biodiversity, and to ensure that food is distributed equitably throughout New York City. This first-of-its-kind infrastructure will create new jobs, bridge our urban and rural divide, and continue to build a resilient food system that prioritizes people and communities. So thank you so much for the honor to be here tonight, and I'll see you all at Market.